Hello, my fellow comic book collectors. This is actually my second try at recording this. I was showing so much stuff that I ran out of space in my camera. So sad. But that means at least I have all the books prepared. I'll pretend to be as excited as when I first opened them. But I'm going to show it much quicker. And there's just a lot of really great stuff. There's this stack, and I'm actually going to show some extra stuff because I have probably the extra time. So we're going to start out with a really cool book. It is The Fly. Now, this book is not a key in any particular way, but it is The Fly number 20. I believe number 20. And my friend Stephen Gentner was telling me something special about this book, that he was shocked because he liked The Fly when he was a kid, and he was shocked by this book. So I was like, oh, what's so shocking about it? So he said, oh, there's a beauty contest in it, which, you know, he knows that I like good girl art. So there's a beauty contest, which is kind of cool. But more so, there's another thing that's kind of cool in it. And I'll show you. One sec here, I gotta find it. Yeah, here it is. So there's a beauty contest. We see the beauty contest right there. But over here, the way that they colored it was incorrect. It looks like she's naked, which is kind of funny. So he always thought that was kind of funny. It basically looks like she's topless and flying through the air. So it's just kind of funny. You can flip back and see that picture a bit better. But yeah, so The Fly number 20 has potentially a topless panel in it, which is kind of funny. I think it was just that it wasn't colored correctly. So it looks like she's not wearing any top. So it's kind of funny. So yeah, just kind of quirky things that happen in the printing. So that's The Fly 20. That was by Archie Publications. The next book that was kind of cool, I showed part of this book last time. Well, this is the other part. So basically, I was trying to find issue number 18 of Wonder Woman. And basically, there was 2 lots that were up on auction. And I had to get both. One was for the cover and one was for the internal. So this is a complete copy of Wonder Woman without the cover. So coverless copy. So I won this and that other one, which was this one. So now, putting it together, I have a complete Wonder Woman 18. So I'm going to marry the two. And yeah, now I have a Wonder Woman 18. So it's kind of funny that I had to do it that way, but I just couldn't find a copy of Wonder Woman 18. And it just happened that they both came up at the same time. So it was kind of convenient. So, and it basically meant that I could buy the book for about a third of the price that it would normally go for. So that was kind of nice. So a little bit of a benefit there. This one was sent without a bag and board, but this is Bunny. And I'm not sure who the artist is, but I thought it's just such a great cover. I just think it's so playful, and I like this kind of good girl art cover. Bunny has a lot of great covers, and it has like big-eyed cats on the back, which is always nice. So kind of funny. So that's Bunny number 14. And I think my friend, Mr. E.E. Low-Grade King, was showing this collection. And I just picked it up because I thought it was really cool. This is Laurie Lovecraft, number 1. And I just thought it was a really sexy, you know, good girl art cover. And then we got, these are from Caliber Comics. And this is a number 1, different series. So I just got it. I just picked up as a lot. It was $6 to get the 3. So, and I thought they were all kind of nice, kind of sexy, good girl covers. So lingerie panels, or covers, I should say. And then the next set that I picked up, this was based on a spec related to Damian Wayne. So Damian Wayne, he is the son of Batman, and he's going to become the next Robin in the movies. So the way he, in the comic, becomes the next Robin is he has to fight for it. He has to go, I think it's the League of Assassins or whatever it is, and he goes there and he has to fight for the right to wear the cowl. And So it's called Battle of the Cowl, #1. And it's just a 3-part series where he gains the ability to be Robin. So that's 2. And #3. So I think this is the key of the 3, where he finally gets to claim to be Robin. And with that lot, it just happened to come with another set of books, which was the Oracle, the Cure. And it was kind of related, I guess, to the Batman, the Battle of the Cowl series. So this is #1. #2, which I really like. I was actually excited by this one. I thought it was a really great cover. I like the sexiness, and also I like the reflection. I like reflection in glasses for some reason in comics. I think that's kind of cool. So this is #2 and #3. So I got 2 little sets for the price of 1, which was kind of nice. It wasn't really that expensive. So a very affordable key if you think about it, where he becomes Batman. Now, another kind of cool thing that I found, and this was really affordable. There was an auction happening for it, and the bid kind of got a little higher than I wanted to pay. But then I checked on eBay still. Both were on eBay. It was weird. And somebody else had the same book for half the price of what the auction had already been bet up to. So I was like, well, why not just buy it? And it was like $20. So this one is Super Duper Comics, #7. And the reason this is kind of cool is it looks like Homer Simpson. It kind of looks like, doesn't that look like Homer Simpson? So the only reason I bought it, looks like Homer Simpson, but this is a book from the 40s. So somehow Homer Simpson used a time machine. He went back just to appear in a 40s comic. I don't know, but it's kind of funny that we got this kind of Homer Simpson-like character on the cover. So I just thought that was kind of cool, and I picked it up. Now the next 2, this was another lot where my friend Black Box Silver and Bronze was telling me about this, or it was either him or Stephen Gentner. I can't remember who told me about this, but they were saying, oh yeah, we know you like homage covers, and this is a really great Good Girl art cover. So it's the homage to Archie 50. So this is kind of like, I believe that's Cherry Blossom, and it's just kind of a cool homage to the original cover, which had Betty on the couch. And then there was another homage. This is an homage to Dave Stevens' Seduction of the Innocent, and just kind of a cool. I'm not sure who did the art on this one, but maybe you can tell me. So it says homage to Dave Stevens, and the Dave Stevens one is really brilliant, but this one I thought was quite well done too. So typically these books each go for about $25 to $30. I was able to get the set for $40, so I was quite happy with that. And the next one was, this is a spec one that was really affordable. And I love when, they do a spec, they say, oh, it's some option or whatever, and it's like you can buy it for cover price. So this is Bitch Planet #1 and Bitch Planet #2. I picked up both books for less than cover. It was like a total, I think it was $6 shipped for the set. So not too bad. I figure, hey, why not? If it's less than the cover price, why not pick them up? So yeah, so that was kind of nice. And the next one is a first appearance. It's kind of a cool book. Back in the day, we would get like the Wizard magazines. It was like a monthly thing, and there would be the hot list, but also inside the Wizard magazine would be like a coupon that you could pull out, and you could send away for a free comic. And I would do that. I would religiously do that because I loved getting those kind of free comic, rare edition things, like the half issues they were called. And this is one that I never got. This is Lady Rawhide Half. And this is actually the first appearance of this character, which is known as Starwolf. I don't think she ever amounted to anything, but I just thought it was a kind of a sexy, fun cover, and it was very affordable. I think I paid $3 for it. And it's actually still in the Wizard magazine comic bag, which is kind of cool. So I just thought it was kind of nice. I liked it. So hey, why not? Okay. And then another cool spec that I really lucked out on. So when James Gunn did his announcement, I rushed over to eBay and picked up all the related specs to the shows that he announced. And one of the ones was Creature Commandos. So this is Creature Commandos #1. And this book, like when I picked it up, I think it was $10 range, maybe 5 to 10. It was something in that range. And it went up to $20, $30 within like a few hours. It went crazy. So I was quite happy to pick it up before the price went crazy. So this is Creature Commandos #1. So I thought that was kind of fun. This one is a really under the radar spec. Oh my goodness. This is like, you can pick this up for like $2. They're like all the time. Like, it's just nobody is like specking on this book, but it is a good spec that I sort of discovered by accident. Like, so this is Who's Who Update 87 #3. I know it's a weird title, but that's what it is. And this just happens to be the first cover appearance of John Constantine. There's John Constantine right there in between two girls' butts. I don't know why they put him there, but it's kind of funny placement, but that's the first cover appearance of John Constantine. So kind of a cool little spec, and it's a very affordable spec, you know, because it is, like, as I said, it's like a $2 comic. But it is the first cover appearance of John Constantine. And then the next couple of books, these are Golden Age books that I picked up really, really affordably, that have really great good girl art. Now, there's a series called Blue Bolt that is very affordable, has some really great art, actually. And you can pick them up for like maybe like $20 to $30 range. I think I paid $30 each for these. I just thought it was like, this is a nice little cat bite cover. You know, it looks like she's about to slap the girl. Just a really great cover. And then the next one is Blue Bolt. Again, Blue Bolt. Jack Harmon cover. And this is, you know, another one of these kind of, you know, I like this kind of classic 40s, 50s kind of style of clothing. And it's just, I just think they're really sweet. I just really like these. So this is Blue Bolt, Volume 8, #2. Okay, and next, this one I got, this was a steal. I picked this up in auction. It had a low starting bid. I think it was just not listed that well or something. I'm not sure what it was, but I picked it up for like 20 bucks. This is Mitzi's Boyfriend, #5. And it's just a great good girl art cover. And, you know, it's kind of fun. They kind of show all the flaws with his car, which is kind of funny. This book on my comic shop goes for about $600. So I just thought this was a really great book to pick up for such a great price. So, so that's Mitzi's Boyfriend #5. And then the next thing that I picked up, and I kind of sort it out a bit. Sec here, bear with me, is a series called Fatal. Now, I was watching Comic Tom, and Comic Tom was talking about books that Ed Brubaker was involved with that were becoming optioned, and you know, and they were sort of talking like about that, and they were mentioning that they actually liked a few other series that he did. I was like, oh, those sound interesting. I'd like to check out those series. So one of the series that they mentioned that Ed Brubaker was involved with was a series called Fatal. And this is, I picked up the whole run basically for about $10 to $15. So it wasn't much. And it's 10 issues. So this is #1. #2. And it's always the team of, like, it seems like Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips seem to work a lot together. So this is #2. #3. And these are kind of like kind of film noir or detective noir, I should say, kind of style. Number 4 has that kind of interesting black and white, but a little bit of color kind of element. Number 4. Number 5. 6. 7. 8. And I probably showed 10, but I don't know where it is. Where did I put it? Okay, so that's number 9. And I have number 10 somewhere around here, but I have no idea where it went. So, yeah, that's that one. Now, these were ones that I meant to show. Actually, I have a bunch more that I was going to show. And then, since I have a little bit more time now, because I did that a lot quicker than I did it the first time, I'm going to show some extra books. The first is a slab. I have no idea what this slab is, but I figured, hey, I should start showing some bigger books and some slabs. So, I'm going to do one slab. And some of these books I wanted to show that were from the previous video that I said, oh, I'm going to show you, I'll show you these big books at the end. So I'm going to show you some big books at the very end of this video. Just stay tuned. Okay, this is not one of them. This is not one of the big books, but it is a cool slab. One sec here. Okay. So I'm going to take it out of the bag. So this is a John Carter, Warlock of Mars. And this is the first Marvel appearance of John Carter. So kind of a cool book. So kind of a key within the Marvel sphere where it's the first John Carter in Marvel Comics. So kind of a, under the radar key that, if the movie had done better, maybe people would be like chasing after John Carter because there was a John Carter movie. It just didn't do that well. And it was actually, I liked it. I thought it was a good movie. But, oh well, it didn't do well. So, sadly so. I think it didn't do well with the critics, and then it kind of, as a result, kind of didn't do well. Sometimes people should not listen to the critics. Critics don't really know what they're talking about. Okay, next book. A little bit of unwrapping here. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, I was so excited about this one. This is... Okay, I like cartoon books. I get really excited about having like the first appearance of different characters. And I thought I had this character's first appearance, but I was wrong. But it is one this one became really hot actually because of a really bad TV show. The Velma series, which was horrible, like really bad. Like I gave it a negative score because it was so bad. It actually featured this character, and it's Captain Caveman. So this is Captain Caveman, and this is Laugh Olympics #1, and this is the first appearance of Captain Caveman, a character as a kid I really loved. I thought he was the funniest character. I just really enjoyed him. I even had like a little stuffy that kind of reminded me of him. It was just like this fluffy thing with a nose. It kind of looked like Captain Caveman. So I really liked Captain Caveman as a kid. So I always wanted to get his first appearance. And it was really hard to find out what his first appearance was. But then when the Velma show came out and it featured Captain Caveman in it, where people were disguised as Captain Caveman, people would mention, oh, his first appearance was in Laugh Olympics. So I was able to find out, even though the show I hate, it ended up helping me find a character that I really love. So this is Laugh Olympics #1. And Laugh Olympics was a pretty cool show. They'd have these like crazy contests where they'd have like teams and they would compete. It was really fun. I enjoyed it. Hanna-Barbera did some really cool stuff. Okay, this one. Okay, so now we're getting into ones I haven't seen. I don't know what's going to be in here. Okay, this is just a miscellaneous key that I didn't have and I just wanted to pick up. It was affordable. This is Justice League 96, I believe. Yeah, 96. This is the first appearance of the Cosmic Vampire. That's the Cosmic Vampire. So just a kind of a cool key, for DC. So I've been picking up a few of the issues from Justice League of America. That's just one of them. So that's a Bronze Age key. Okay, so a big book's coming up very soon, but I'm gotta open up whatever this one is first. Okay, hopefully I can get it out. No. Sometimes you think, oh, it's going to be really easy to get this one out, but then they fool you, okay? Because they tape, it's all tape. I don't know why it's taped so much. Oh, wow. Okay, so sometimes when you meet, when you talk to other comic collectors, you kind of want to compete, or you want to outshine each other, get the books with each other. And my friend and I, Stephen Gentner, we were kind of talking about this book, and he picked it up. He picked up a really nice copy of it. And I mentioned, oh, that's a book that I bid on so many times on Heritage. And I always lost. I think it came up once or twice on Heritage, and I lost. And I was kind of upset about it. So he picked up a really nice slab of it, but I picked up the raw copy of it, and it's a Gem Comics. My copy, I think, is not bad. It has a little bit of spine ticks along the side here, a couple, I'd say. I'd say this is maybe a 4 or 5, I would guess, would be my guess on the grade. Maybe, yeah, somewhere around there, 4 or 5. So yeah. So this is a really great cover. It's a one-shot. It was called Gem Comics, and it's just a one-shot. I might kind of take it out. I don't usually do this, but my friend Steve, because he got the slab, he wanted to see the interiors. So I'm going to just quickly show a little bit of the interiors. Okay, so there's some cartoony ones. Okay. And actually got pretty good page quality. So some internal panels. So you can't find this one online. I was trying to find a copy online to read, and I couldn't. So these are some of the panels. Hopefully that shows up on the screen quite well. So this is kind of a cool panel. Let's see. Some sexy girl here, or some sexy piano playing girl. No, there's some ad, some weird ad. What else? Just some good girl panels. Yeah. Some more good girl stuff. So not bad, not quite as sexy as the cover would imply, but not bad. Yeah, kind of interesting little comic. So yeah, so that's Gem Comics #1. Very rare book. This has less than, I think it's less than 20 on the census. Just a really rare golden age book. So Gem Comics, and just a really great cover. I think that's why people kind of chase after it. The inside is, kind of not so great, but it's okay. It's not bad. It's just the cover is what really sells the book. So just a really, really great bondage cover. Speaking about great books, the next one is definitely a Grail book. This one is shipped weird. They put it in this weird case thing that's not quite right, but this is Catman Comics. Really rare. This is I won this in auction. I think it was $400. These Catmans go for big money. And this is Catman, I forgot what issue number is, 14. Yeah, 14. I've been trying to get the complete run of this. It's a hard run to get. I think this is Quinlan art. I want to say, yeah, Quinlan, Chaz M. Quinlan art. So just kind of a cool one. This one is a low grade. It actually has a nice front cover. It's actually not bad looking from the front. You would think it's like a 4.0 kind of range, but the back is what kills it. It has like the back is ripped, like it's half a page. If it wasn't for that, it would have been such a high grade. But it is what it is. It's at least the front is sharp and clean. It'd probably get like a 1.0, maybe a 1.5 on a good day. But it's still a really great cover. You know, I think they're beating up the Japanese, which is always a great, having a war cover is, those ones are the most sought after. Okay. So this one is interesting. What is this? I don't know. It says open and then it has a little arrow. So we gotta, here I gotta remove some tape. Okay. So, and okay, so this is actually from a friend of mine, and he actually was really nice to me. So what happened was, it was my birthday, and I was doing a live stream, and he was like, "Oh, can I come on your show?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'd love to have you." And then we were trying to figure out how to get him onto my live stream, and we couldn't do it. So he did a live stream, and then he was trying to get me on his live stream, and it didn't work. So it's kind of funny. So Pop Fun Play. I think that's the way I say his channel. He has like so many channels. He's got like I love his channels. So you got to check him out. So it's Sean at Pop Fun Play, and he's just really, he does amazing unboxings. He has an amazing collection. He has Funkos. He has everything. He has his own store, so he's got a huge advantage. And so what happened was, during his live stream, he's like, "Hey, do you like this comic? If you want it, it's your birthday gift." And I was like, "Wow, that's such a nice thing." And then he showed two great comics, and I was like, "Oh, I don't know which one I would choose." So he's like, "Hey, I'll give you both." So he gave me both. I felt a little greedy asking for both, to tell you the truth, but I really wanted to say thank you to him. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'll link to his channel in my description. Not like he needs my support. His channel is way bigger than mine. But he did, I want to help him out whenever I can. This is just a really great Susie cover. I like these ones where it's in this kind of like circle. I don't know. I just think it's really quite cool. So that was Susie number 77. And it's like, "Susie, why don't you answer the phone? What for? It's always for you anyway." Okay, kind of a cute cover. So that's Susie. And the other one was this one, Betty and Me. It's just a really great cover. I forgot. I think this has like some key as well. This is Betty and Me 136. It's just a really great kind of a sexy good girl cover. Which is the one sweet Betty refuses to give up in her diet. And Archie's there. So that's her one sweet that she'd refuse to give up. So kind of cute. So yeah, I really like those. It's really great. And the very last book is actually a claim from this is kind of funny. This is a claim from like a Instagram claim, and it was $5, which is cover price. It's Miss Meow. It's just a very sexy one. It was so funny. Like I go, "Hey, do you guys have any sexy covers?" It's like, and then they brought out this one, and everybody tried to claim it. It was like, there was like claim. There was like so many claims. And I guess they had a couple copies, so I was the second one that claimed, and they said, "Oh, we have a couple copies," so I got one of them. This is Miss Meow, number 4. Just a really sexy cover. I just thought it was funny. So that's it. That would be this part of this part 5. We're going to go into part 6. Oh my goodness, and it gets bigger and bigger with each unboxing. So hopefully you'll watch that and watch the other parts, because there was some pretty cool stuff there. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. See you in the next video. Bye.